If you're navigating a narcissistic relationship, you're going to want to watch this. In order to create protective strategies, you have to understand the tactics they actually use. I'm going to talk about sarcasm right now. This is like a really low form of wit, but it is the preferred tool of the emotionally stunted, which narcissists are. So you can imagine this, like narcissistic sarcasm. It's not like the little bit of salt that you put as seasoning in a conversation to make it more interesting. No, it's just like the way you use it. It's like pouring hot sauce, and it leaves you reaching for water because it's just like, Narcissists are so skilled at just using sarcasm. Oh, you tied your shoes all by yourself. That's really good. Should we throw you a parade? With marching band and, streamers, maybe ticker tape. It's that kind of belittling that just comes wrapped in a narcissist smile. It doesn't matter where you are in your day or however that things are going. It just kind of feels like a narcissist really just wants to trip you just before you cross the finish line. And then they call it helping. Right, that's not helping. But you see how narcissistic sarcasm works. And another way to kind of look at narcissistic sarcasm, it's almost like, it's like this weapon. It's like putting a lightsaber inside a kindergarten class. Like, sure, it's a precise weapon. It can cut really deep. Well, most hands, it's actually quite dangerous. Narcissists use sarcasm in order to cut through your self-esteem, just like a lightsaber. And if you show any signs of being hurt or cut, suddenly you're being accused of being, you're not able to handle a simple joke. Why are you so sensitive? It's kind of like narcissistic sarcasm is like being slapped in the face with a velvet glove. It's like it has a sting, that velvet glove, and it's hidden behind a facade of softness. Narcissists are really good at just kind of throwing out their little barbs, these toxic little barbs, these little quips. It can kind of make you feel like you're a long-tailed cat in just this whole room full of rocking chairs. You may find yourself in that room, tiptoeing around, trying to decode every single comment, every single little smirk, afraid that the next sarcastic bomb is going to be the one. When is the next one going to drop? It's like being in a minefield, but every time you step on a mine, there's a narcissist in the corner giggling just before the bomb explodes. And this form of demeaning narcissistic humor is less about, entering the battle and more about, planting your flag in the ground. It's about drawing a line in the sand for what's okay and what's not okay. It's just like, this far, no more, thou shalt not pass. It's like asserting yourself becomes, a declaration of your independence from, their little petty tyranny. And it's hard, but refusing to internalize these little narcissistic, sarcastic remarks, this is your shield. It's recognizing the arrow for what it is. It's a missile of insecurity that's coming from the narcissist. It has nothing to do with your core value. What you're going to find is by dodging more and more of these remarks, it just becomes like an art form. It's kind of like you're in an old Western, but somehow you're able to dodge all the bullets. We do actually find empowerment in the face of narcissistic sarcasm. And once we see it for what a narcissist actually is underneath, it's just like a little paper tiger, roaring loudly, but it's unable to bite. What ends up happening is you end up choosing to respond with the strength of character rather than, the heat of anger. You can tell yourself, like, your sarcasm has been noticed and been filed under irrelevant. You can file it right here. Irrelevant. Close the door. Don't need that anymore. Garbage. What we're going to find is, like with your narcissist, the power of their words ends when your self-esteem begins, when your self-worth begins. And in time, what you realize is the narcissist sarcasm, it just ends up being like water off a duck's back. It just doesn't stick. It doesn't get absorbed. By maintaining your dignity, you transform a narcissist's attempt at humor into the equivalent of shouting into a void, not your audience. Because standing up to a narcissist's words, it's just noise. It's just like little waves in the air. And even though there are attempts to take you out, you're holding a shield here. You're protecting your heart. It's not about dodging a narcissist's jabs. It's about reinforcing our walls, our protective strategies. To know that that's just noise. And I get it. I get that navigating through narcissistic, landscape is really hard because it's full of all these low blows and high egos. And it isn't just about survival. It's about overcoming and finding courage and independence to just reclaim your self-esteem. It's like charting a path where narcissist, words and sarcasm just doesn't cut through. And your voice is undeterred by, the din of their crews. And in this new world you're creating for yourself, this post-narcissism, it's your self-esteem is not the target. There's a signal for where work needs to be done in order to heal those little things. Because you heal those from those reactions, it's just like you don't get that reaction twice. Because your sense of self is no joke. And though narcissists want us to cater to their every single whim, so we don't have to. That's not our job. All right, thank you so much for watching this video. I really appreciate your support. If you need more information, need more support, you can type in the comments below, Recovery, and I'll take you through my recovery program. And if you're still looking for more information, I've got 1,300 videos out there. So just go on to Narcovery and you'll see all the videos there with more support. And thank you so much.